Welcome back to Brand Chops, the podcast that chops up brands and helps small businesses stop wasting money on marketing without a strategy. Every episode, we break down a key aspect of building your business with better branding into bite-sized, actionable takeaways you can use right away. My name is Zack Lemear.
And I'm Chris Duhaime. Today, we're going to continue our deep dive into Carl Jung's 12 brand archetypes, which, if you haven't been listening, is a scientific way to really identify your ideal client profiles and then create messaging that really connects with your ideal audiences. If you've been following along, we've covered the innocent, the explorer, the sage, and today we're going to deep dive into one of my favorites, the powerhouse archetype, the hero. This brand is all about courage, strength, and overcoming challenges.
Hero brands inspire action. They position themselves as the best of the best. Brands that help their customers overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. If your business is about empowerment, resilience, or leadership, this episode is for you.
Yeah, these archetypes are driven by determination, discipline. They're all about making the world a better place. These brands don't sit on the sidelines. They're taking action. They're in there in the weeds, and they're helping others do the same.
And that's why you'll see a lot of sports brands, maybe military organizations, high-performance companies fall into this category. If you're thinking things like Nike, FedEx, BMW, even the Marines.
Yeah, Nike is a great example. Their slogan, "Just Do It," is the ultimate hero brand message. It's about pushing and past excuses, overcoming adversity, and achieving your goals.
Nike is a great example because it's a commodity brand. You can buy sneakers anywhere. And honestly, their sneakers have never been proven to make you jump higher or run faster. They are more of a fashion symbol than anything else. But again, why are they a fashion symbol? Because people relate to the brand. And they never, ever say, our shoes make you do this or that. They just say, overcome adversity, just do it. And it's great. Their brand is one of the best brands I've ever seen as far as it comes to that.
Yeah, and I think this is a good demonstration of that brand is more than just a logo. So that swoosh is something they paid very minimal dollars for when they were starting out the company. And look what it's grown into today. It's very simple, but they've built a whole brand around that sort of one element.
Yeah, exactly. And you said it right there, building a brand. A lot of people think that they have to have it figured out already. You are not in control of your brand. We've said this a million times. A brand is in the eye of the beholder. It's in the experience that you provide consistently. So you could start off with a thing that means nothing and has no relevance to anyone. And over time, as you build that brand, it becomes emotionally connected. So this archetype isn't just for global brands. Small businesses can use the hero branding all the time. If your business is built around helping people improve, overcoming obstacles, pushing their limits, think about coaching, something like that, you might be a hero brand.
Yeah. So, what do these hero brand customers look like? They're typically driven, ambitious people who value hard work, mastery, and personal growth. They're not looking for shortcuts. They want to earn their success.
Exactly. Hero customers love a challenge and are drawn to brands that push them to their best. Whether that's an athlete trying to improve their performance, an entrepreneur building a business, or someone investing in self-improvement in general.
Yeah. So when you're talking to these hero archetypes, you want to speak to these customers in a very specific way. Your messaging is super key. You need to be strong, empowering. So things like unstoppable, push your limits, prove them wrong, no excuses. Victory starts here. Those are some of the examples that you can put in your messaging that will really be impactful for that particular audience.
Exactly. And hero brands, they often use bold, striking colors like red, black, deep blues, strong typography, dynamic images, action shots reinforcing the brand's powerful identity. I mean, if you think about driving into any city, you'll see a Nike billboard somewhere, and it's usually just someone running and a short little blurb in very strong fonts that's very bold that just says, just do it, or done, or did it already, or something that invokes that narrative.
Yeah, and branding for hero archetypes is super powerful, but it's very easy to get wrong too. So some of the mistakes that we've seen is coming off a little too aggressive or intimidating. You want to be strong, but you need to make sure that you're maintaining that balance.
Right. And this is where you can sometimes bleed into other archetypes. So we'll get into the rebel at some point, but maybe there's a little hero, there's a little rebel, there's a little bit of explorer. And when you merge them all together, you're going to have a nice little goulash of attributes that you can use to really tap into the target audience. So if your messaging is too intense, you might alienate potential customers. Not everyone responds well to tough love approach, right? Suck it up, buttercup is not necessarily going to work on every single advertisement. You need to know where to push and where to inspire.
And you also want to just not overpromise your results. So hero brands build trust through delivering real value. So if you're promising customers that you're going to dominate an industry or become an elite athlete in 30 days, you better be able to back that up.
It's true. It's again all in the belief of the participant, right? So if I believe these shoes are going to make me run faster, if they're going to support me, if I'm going to get a better time in my sport or in my race, then it is true, because perception is reality. So one more is focusing only on competition. Hero brands love to win, but not every customer is in it to beat the competitor. Some just want to improve themselves. So if your messaging is all about winning and not about growth, you might lose some more potential customers.
Yeah, and so we've talked about some larger brands. So we want to sort of scale it back a little bit and talk about how small businesses can utilize the hero brand effectively as well. If you see that your archetypes or the ideal clients that you're trying to work with could resonate with this type of messaging, we're going to give you a few tips now to be able to connect with those people.
Step 1, make your brand mission super clear. Hero brands stand for something. Whether it's pushing limits, making an impact, helping customers transform their lives, your brand needs a strong mission statement.
Yeah, next I would do proof of success. Hero brands thrive on credibility. They use testimonials, success stories, case studies, real results showing how your business delivers on its promises.
Exactly. And step 3, challenge your customers. Hero brands aren't about comfort. They're about pushing your audience to take action. Just do it. Maybe it's a fitness challenge, a business accelerator, a product that helps them achieve something great. Whatever it is, make your brand inspire people to level up.
Yeah, and here's like a bonus tip. Just use strong visuals and a confident brand voice. Hero brands don't use soft, vague language. They speak with clarity, energy, and conviction.
Right? I mean, imagine if you saw a billboard with Nike's thing and they say, get to it when you feel like it. It's not really the same vibe. It's not going to achieve what they're looking for. So here's a quick recap. The hero brand is all about strength, determination, achievement. If your business helps customers push their limits and overcome challenges, this might be your archetype.
So, in order to make this work, you want to start with an empowering message. You want to have proof of your success, a strong mission, avoid being too aggressive or over promising on your results, and make sure you're not always about just the competition. You're about betterment and improving the overall person.
Exactly. Going back into the just do it thing. It's not about beating anyone else. It's about getting beyond your own limitations, if anything. It doesn't really promise anything either. It just motivates you. And what are you going to use when you visualize you going past the finish line? Most likely the product that was in the ad that inspired you to do it. So if you're loving these brand deep dives, stay tuned, because the next episode we're tackling the Rebel. The Rebel archetype is the brand that thrives on breaking the rules and shaking up the industry.
And as always, if you've got some value from today's episode, please subscribe, leave us a review, or send us some of your branding questions. We'd be happy to answer them on an upcoming episode.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of Brand Chops, where we chop up brands to see what they're made of. See you next time.
See you.
Brand Chops is brought to you by the fine people at Pivot Creative. Pivot Creative is a full-service branding and marketing agency that partners with businesses to build brands that connect so that every dollar you spend is an investment and not an expense. If you need some branding or marketing guidance, a website, a new brand, or want to learn more about one of the topics we cover on the show, please reach out to us at pivotcreative.com. If you know someone that would benefit from learning more from one of our shows, please share the episode. Visit brand-chops.com. And as always, like and subscribe if you find this content to be helpful. See you next time on Brand Chops, where we chop up brands to see what they're made of.